Welcome back to the call out. When you hear that music, you know it's gonna go down. Calling out from wherever you are around the globe, whether you are listening on the go or you're listening in your living room. Either way, the call out's got your back with original MMA content. It's your boy Richie back with another radio show for today. Woo! And we're talking about UFC Fight Night going down this weekend. That's right, guys. We got some fights to look forward to this weekend. We have Tom Aspinall returning to the London O2 Arena after his really bad injury. He comes back this Saturday, July 22nd, and he squares up against Marcin Tybura, who's a veteran and has a record of 24-7. This is going to be an interesting bout. We also have another fight I want to talk about. It's Nathaniel Wood versus Andre Fili. So we got a couple of fights to look forward to this weekend. The fight card this weekend is not the best, but still worth tuning in for. I feel like in these cards, you can always find a sleeper fight, a fight that you wouldn't think would be good, but then it ends up being fight of the night on that card. So don't forget to check it out this weekend. Also, don't forget that the fights are early this weekend. Main event will start at 12 o'clock p.m. Pacific time. So 12 o'clock p.m. Pacific time is when the main event starts. If you want to catch the prelims, they're going to start at 9 a.m. Pacific time. So we got some early fights this weekend. Some people are probably like, woo! Some other people are like, boo! Why early? We're barely waking up at that time. Not me personally. I like the morning fights. I prefer the night fights, but I have no beef against the morning fights. Anyways, this card is an interesting card, and one of the sleeper fights I have on here is Nathaniel Wood versus Andre Fili. Sportbook has Nathaniel Wood at a minus 205 for all of my bettors out there. He's a favorite. Andre Fili's a plus 170 underdog, so you can make some money with Andre Fili. You can also make some money with the under 2.5 plus 180 for all my bettors out there. This fight's interesting because we have Nathaniel Wood, who has better stats on the stand-up and the wrestling, and it just kind of showing that he's all around the better fighter than Andre Fili. However, Andre Fili's walking in with a 5-inch reach advantage, and he's got some good wins over Bill Algeo and Charles Jourdain. Those are good wins to have. I don't know, man. I don't know if I can back up Nathaniel Wood all the way, just because of the value on Andre Fili and how scrappy he is. Man, I think I'm going to have to take Nathaniel Wood. It's going to be a close one. It really is. It's going to be a good one. It's going to be a great fight. I'm going to have to take the heavy favorite, Nathaniel Wood, on this one. I just think he's more well-rounded. It's going to be entertaining. There's another fight, guys. Ketlin Vieira versus Pani Kianzad. This is going to be in the prelims. It's a women's bantamweight fight, and I think this is kind of important because the winner of this should advance, or at least if Ketlin Vieira wins, she'll advance. I don't know what's going to happen with Pani if she wins, if she'll advance to fight for the belt or fight for the title eliminator. I'd say the pressure's more on Vieira. She's been on a roll lately, so if she can win this bout, she's going to fight somebody to fight for the belt. I don't know if she's going to get it next, but this will put her up in that title contention. So that's an important fight for the women's bantamweight division. So tune in for that one. All right, let's move into the main event. Tom Aspinall versus Marcin Tybura. This is another close one, man. This fight card is kind of tricky for me to give any predictions. We're going to have some predictions posted on our Twitter and our Instagram the day of the fight. We might even go live stream. I'm not sure. To all of our subscribers, you guys will be the first ones to know. So don't worry. However, until then, guys, I don't really have a prediction, but I'm going to give you my thoughts on this main event. I think we're going to see a good fight. Tom Aspinall's got some great boxing. He's got great wrestling. He's a good overall fighter, and he's one of these heavyweight guys that fight like a lighter guy. He fights like a light heavyweight or almost even like a middleweight. And I don't know if this fight goes under. With heavyweights, the fight usually goes under. It doesn't go all 5 rounds. This one, I think we're going to get an over, guys. I think we're going to get an over on this one. I feel like these guys kind of take their time. Tybura is a veteran. I don't know if he's going to get finished. I say Tom Aspinall wins the fight, but Tybura's going to he's going to bring some problems to the table. I mean, if we're looking at the tail of the tape, the reach is the same, 78, so no one's got a reach advantage over anybody. Tom Aspinall is 6'4", so just 2 inches taller than Tybura. Not much of an advantage on the tail of the tape. I think the advantage is going to be from the skill that Tom Aspinall has with the wrestling and his boxing. But once again, Tybura is very durable. He's a veteran. He's been in the UFC since 2016. So if anyone knows how to win these fights, it's going to be him. Because this is a big fight. You know, he's in enemy territory. The energy in London 02 is going to be insane. Shoot, man. How does Tybura win this one? He's got to outlast Tom Aspinall. He's got to outlast him. You know, Aspinall does have a good gas tank, so it's going to be kind of tough. I think Tybura's got to get him in the clinch, tire him out, maybe wrestle him against the cage. But he's definitely got to watch out for that clean boxing of Tom Aspinall. Maybe work some leg kicks. If I was Tybura, I would work some calf kicks, some leg kicks. You know, not just because he had that injury, but you want to chop a guy down like that. You want to limit his movement. So, damn, at plus 300 for all my bettors out there, plus 300 underdog from Tybura. There's some good value here. It's just really risky because not only is he facing Tom Aspinall, but he's facing like the whole arena, right? Because Tom's got the whole arena behind his back. So it's going to be an interesting fight, guys. I don't know if I'm going to bet on this, but you got to stick around to watch the fights. It's still going to be a great heavyweight clash. And this is important for Tom Aspinall. If he can beat this veteran, he can move forward and prove himself after that crazy, weird injury. He can prove himself, say, hey, I'm back, I'm healthy. Who am I killing next? You know, who's next on my list? But before he does that, he's got to get through Tybura. So if I have to give my pick, I'm going to take Tom Aspinall at home in the London 02 Arena to get the dub. He might get it by decision. I don't know if this fight goes to the over. Like I said, we'll see again this weekend when we post on Instagram and Twitter, and if we do a live stream. But as of right now, I'm going to take the favorites, Tom Aspinall and Nathaniel Wood. Oh, and for the women's bantamweight, I didn't tell you who I'm picking, but I'm going to pick the favorite there as well. Ketlin Vieira. I say she gets it. Guys, once you hear that music, it's time for me to get on out of here. Thank you guys for listening to another Radiocast. I love doing these. If you guys are loving the content, like and subscribe. We're here every day. Man. We've been posting the Radiocast every day. We have some UFC 291 predictions being posted this week. And then we're also going to have some additional UFC 291 content next week. So, as always, stay healthy, stay blessed. See you soon.